Come on, don't be a pussy.
Don't pussy out on me now.
Weak, sniveling pussy.
Don't be such a pussy. Don't be such a pussy.
A little bitch pussy.
Pussy.
Pussy!
Pussy.
Don't be a pussy!
Don't be a pussy.
This is how our world, our societies are using the word pussy today. I mean, let's look at that for a second. Between our legs is a portal to spirit, to God, to the universe, whatever you want to call it. The portal between the unmanifested and this manifested reality. Every human in this existence has a pussy to thank, and what kind of power lays there to be able to grow life. The pussy has a connection to nature, to the seasons, and to the moon. The pussy, it's also connected to all the women. We're synchronizing when we're bleeding. And if that wasn't like powerful and cool enough, it also holds multi-orgasmic potential. The clitoris is the only body part which only function is pleasure. Keeping that in mind, wouldn't everybody want to be a pussy? My name is Kim Ek. I'm an artist, photographer, and human behaviorist, and I'm the creator of Be a Pussy, a movement that is dedicated to share and spread awareness, inspiration, and the know-hows for the journey of reconnecting and reclaiming our pussies. Around 7-8 years ago, my partner at the time, we were in bed, we were about to make love, and he says, "No, it's too fast, your pussy is not ready." What do you mean, not ready? I would not understand what he was talking about. Like, how can it be? Is it even true that this person is kind of sensing my pussy in a way that I don't? What this moment did was it planted a seed that later took me on a long journey of reconnecting to my pussy. And what I can see and understand now is that it's really hard to know what we don't know. It's a little bit like the two fishes swimming in the ocean, right? The one fish swims up to the other one and asks like, "Hey, how's the water today?" And the other fish answers, "What water?" Because it's really hard for us to know the things that we have been in for a very long time, or maybe our entire lives. But basically, we're all swimming in a water when it comes to our connection to our pussies and our sexuality. If I could paint you a picture of what this water is, some of the things that are there is, for example, not having names for our pussies, or not any good ones anyways. And we also haven't really talked about her, not growing up and not as adults. And also we don't see her. Like, when was the last time you looked at your pussy? And on top of that, we have no guides or mentors growing up. We have no rites of passages, very low standard sex education. And what has become our like substitute sex ed is porn. And then we have a culture of objectifying hypersexuality or shaming sexuality. It's a very complex situation. And on top of that, we also have our own sexual experiences, boundary violations, or sexual traumas. If you would have asked me back then, in this moment with my ex-partner, I wouldn't be able to tell you, but I know now that back then I didn't feel my pussy. I was experiencing a lot of numbness. I didn't feel her and I didn't hear her. And also I taken on shame connected to my own sexuality and my pleasures and desires. And I had my own fair share of sexual like boundary violations and sexual trauma that I had actually some of it completely suppressed, that kind of popped up as I went on this journey of reconnecting to her. And also everywhere I looked, or whichever sister I talked to, my life and my experience of my sexuality seemed pretty normal, very typical. And it is. That's kind of the whole point. I didn't know I was disconnected until I went on the journey of reconnection. Followed was many years of learning, like both reading books and going to workshops and retreats, educating myself about my yoni basically, and also going on a journey of healing. Start processing the boundary violations and the traumas and the suppressed memories that I had, starting to open up my body, releasing, de-armoring myself, And through that also pleasure and my sexuality started to flow more, and releasing like layers of shame and conditionings that I had taken on, I could really start to experience the vastness of multi-orgasmicness and bliss. And all of that in and of itself was incredible and fucking bombastic and epic. But the biggest jewel on this journey was that I slowly started to understand that my pussy is my own inner guidance system. Our pussy is an oracle. It has its own intelligence, and when we start to reconnect and really listen to her, it's like having a wisdom center, and that is the biggest gift of it all. There is no ever need to kind of look outside for guidance or what to do or how to live. It's all now available inside. And it also started to make sense, the fact that we've been disconnected. Of course, this is a fucking power center. It's our truth. A woman connected to her pussy is unfuckwittable. She knows herself. She knows what she needs and wants, and she is not afraid to go in that direction. So, of course, this is why we have been disconnected. Women for generations now has been disconnected because it's so powerful. But the pussy doesn't go anywhere. It's all here, available within. And she's whispering, she's waiting for us to kind of come back home and listen. So now my pussy and my heart is on a mission. Because I have this dream now, like a beacon of light, that I want to contribute to a world where every woman and every girl walking on this planet is connected to their yoni. I really feel like this is the new wave of feminism, and I feel like it is this journey for women to reconnect, reclaim their pussy and the power that lies between our legs. I genuinely feel a lot of gratitude and respect and awe for the many women and men who have fought for female rights in the past, enabling us to be where we are today. Many of these women have been up against big powers like institutions, laws, and regulations. They've been fighting in the streets and sacrificing their own lives and hunger striking and many fucking things, and put their own lives and bodies on the line. This is a big difference from this wave that I'm talking about now. We are not up against anything outside of us. This is available for us. It's in our own hands. This is a revolution and a change that is happening in our own bodies. We can do this all from home. We can do it in our bedroom. Nothing stands in our way to tap into and come back home and reconnect to our pussy, to our internal oracle and power center. And this is why I started Be a Pussy, because I want to offer and create a space where we can get inspirations, tips, tools, and tricks on this journey of reconnecting to our pussy. You can see it as a platform, a digital place to meet and get inspired for anyone who is on this journey of reconnecting to their pussy. And right now I have 2 different offerings for you. One is completely free. I'm calling it like a starter kit. Basically, I created it from my heart and my pussy, I guess. The intention is that anyone who wants to start to reconnect to their pussy, that they can do so. In there will be a video with some hands-on practical tips and tricks to reconnect to your yoni that you can do like right now at home. Very easy, to the point, that will help you to start this journey of reconnection. There is also an inquiry to map out your yoni's life story, what she's been through, to get an idea what's happened, which water you are swimming in, right? And there's also a guided yoni meditation in there. All of that is completely for free, so I really invite you to go check it out. The second thing is the premiere of my Be a Pussy course. This is basically a course for anyone who wants to like dive into this, to go on this journey with your pussy, to like really come home. In here, I have gathered everything that I wish that I had when I started this journey 8 years ago. So this course has 4 different chapters. We will go through, the first one will be about yoni anatomy. Basically the sex ed that we never got, and a bit more, for us to really, really start to know the anatomy of our yoni. And then we will go into pleasure potential, talk about many different orgasms that we have, and also seeing our whole body actually as a pleasure organ, right? And then the third chapter is to talk about the armor that we have built up, and then how we move from numbness and this armor into pleasure and actually opening up for feeling. And the fourth chapter is our moon cycle, learning about the 4 phases of our cycle and tapping into living into a cyclical way of being. And every chapter contains videos that you can just listen to and absorb the information at home. And there will also be many home practices, both knowledge for our mind and our awareness, but also tapping into the wisdom and starting to reconnect to the body, the heart, and the yoni. So if you feel the calling or a tingle inside, or maybe a whisper from your yoni, you find all the information for both the free starting kit and the Be a Pussy course below in the description. I really hope that you see that this is not at all like a dystopian image or gloomy pictures that I'm trying to paint, that we're all carrying shame and have some level of disconnection to our pussy. It's quite the opposite. It's a whole beginning of a wonderful journey with a magical fucking ending. And the truth of the matter is that it's never too late. Our pussies are still here. The intelligence is here. Doesn't matter which part of your life you're in, how many years it's been. It's never too late. The journey can start now. Next week on International Women's Day, I am releasing a mini documentary. It is about a few women who very vulnerably and courageously and powerfully share their experience in regards to their sexuality and the connection to their yoni.
The first time I actually noticed pleasure in my yoni, I was outdoors playing with my neighbor friend.
I usually sneaked into the bathroom.
Nice.
So that my mother wouldn't notice.
We wanted to play cowboys, and when I was riding then this horse of mine, I noticed like something is happening.
My mom came in, it's like a wave of like shame, like, oof, just wanted to crawl out of my own skin basically.
It's really hard to like claim your body and your yoni, and at the same time it's hurting.
I didn't say no. My mouth never said no, and I did it. And I couldn't understand afterwards why I never felt happy.
It was just like going to the stars, because it's so fucking powerful.
So stay tuned and subscribe to not miss it.